Shalom, shalom. From deep in the heart of Texas, where the skies at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. I live in the central part of Texas, close to our capital, Austin, about an hour north. This article is from Star Walk, and I just wanted to go over it quickly, and I'll put the link in the post. But this one is a little more detailed, and you get a lot of clickbait, fake news about all kinds of astronomical things that are going on, and it's always good to get a reputable source and to ask, make an inquiry on your browser if this is so, like when and where can you see the planets together. But this is the best viewing times in the northern hemisphere, and this right here below shows what it's going to look like in New York. And then also there's an eclipse that day, but it won't be here. There's a few parts that some might see a partial, like up north. This is from the viewing times for southern hemisphere. This is actually the first time I've ever seen such a detailed time to go out and look. And most of the planets you can't see anyway without binoculars, or binoculars. Even with binoculars, it's hard. You have to have a really good telescope to see them all. And right now, most of the planets are close to the sun. And when they're that close to the sun, you can't see them. And they're out late at night, early in the morning, out all day, and then out all day, and they leave by evening. And so, anyway, it gives you some ideas to be able to see them. And here's what August might look like and how they move across the night sky. This is an excellent article, and this is how they really are. They're not in a straight line. They're far apart. They have their own circuits, thousands, millions, hundreds of thousands and millions of miles away from each other. They're far apart. And it varies when the best dates are to see the planets, depending on where you are. And where the planets are. And, like I said, from the perspective, an earthly perspective, they look like they're in a line, but they're not. As you well saw back here, they're higgly-piggly in their way. And, from your location on the earth, they may not be exactly in a line neither. Some things that are near the planets are the Beehive Cluster, and the Pleiades, which is 7 stars. It looks like a question mark. It's very small, but you can see it with the naked eye. It's in the scriptures as well. And then Mercury, you can't see it with the unaided eyes. It's just too close to the sun. Now, it does get further away from the sun, but even you still can't see it then at its furthest point. And then Mars and Jupiter and Saturn you can see. But Jupiter is right next door to the sun down there by that mountaintop. And Mercury's not too far away from it. But Uranus is very hard to see. It's by Hamal and Aries. So, it's just a very in-depth article. I just encourage you to look at it and read it. And it talks about some other things that are happening in August. And the meteor shower they're referring to is in the north, is the Perseids or Perseids. You'd be facing north. I already mentioned the eclipse, and then the planets being out together. And it's just, dispels all the stuff you see on social media. They just want to get likes, get their numbers up, and they get paid for making posts that you click on. All right, hallelujah. Praise y'all for all three lights that show us the way through the Father's Day. The heavens are a map of the calendar, the great story in the scriptures of Yahuwah and his son Yahushua. The northern stars, the Big Dipper, is a clock, and it shows the seasons, and it's a compass, all built in one. A master clock, calendar, and compass. Hallelujah. Made by the one and only creator of all things, with his son Yahushua, the grand architects. Hallelujah. Amen, amen. Thank you, Yahuwah, for today.